This is Channel 9 Eyewitness News at 5:30. Coverage you can count on.
New right now at 5:30, administrators across Central Florida are preparing to teach children at home should schools have to close.
We saw the university system shut down, at least do it remotely for a couple of weeks. And today, Channel 9's Michael Leparty went to Flagler County, where every student has access to a tablet or laptop.
The students at Flagler Palm Coast High School do most of their learning on campus. But with growing concerns about the new coronavirus, administrators are now working on a backup plan should schools have to close.
Closing schools would be a last case scenario there for us.
Spokesman Jason Wheeler says Flagler County schools are in a unique position when it comes to digital devices.
We have MacBook Airs and iPads for all of our students.
That means students could still take classes and complete assignments online at home. But there are challenges.
It's not just as simple as closing down schools, turn the computers on, and we're ready to learn.
For example, some students may not have access to Wi-Fi, though the district has secured hotspots to help. How do parents feel about this?
That would be fine with me. I don't work, so they would be able to just use your computer.
I think they're better off in school, but if they have to be home, it would be feasible to do.
All middle and high school students in Orange County have laptops, and the district is expanding its digital program to elementary schools. Osceola County told me it's working to have 1,000 laptops available for students who might need one. In Lake County, high school students have laptops. If an elementary school was closed, the district says it could shift classroom sets to accommodate younger students. But most are hoping these plans don't have to be put to use. School administrators will be meeting this week to talk about what an online program might include. In Flagler County, Michael Leparty, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
In Seminole County, school officials want to know what kind of internet access students have at home. They want to prepare in case schools are closed for an extended period of time. The district emailed a 2-question survey to parents yesterday. You heard Martha mention that. She received it. They were asked to respond by next Tuesday.
Halifax Health says it will be screening everyone who enters its hospitals. Halifax says it will be asking people about possible symptoms and where they traveled and who they had contact with. Halifax is also asking people not to visit if they are sick, and it is setting a limit of 2 visitors per patient.
Another question for many of us when it comes to COVID-19 concerns is what to do when it comes to our pets. Channel 9's Angela Jacobs joins us live in studio. Angela, you had an expert weigh in to try to sort this out.
And Greg, she's been hearing every question you can imagine about our pets and this virus. Can they catch it? Can we pass it back and forth? Well, she hopes the research and her answers will calm some fears.
You want this?
At the North American Veterinary Community's Orlando headquarters, the staff's pets are part of the workspace. And as the world's largest vet educator, Chief Veterinary Officer Dr. Dana Vrabel told us they're following the coronavirus closely.
Viruses in general don't pass from animals to human often.
But what about the fact this specific type of coronavirus spreading across the continents is believed to have started with an animal?
It's unlikely for the source to be a pet animal at this time. So the good news is that this coronavirus is unlikely to be passed from our pets to us.
The doctor says the one pet in Hong Kong that tested positive along with its owner has shown no symptoms or issues. She does recommend pet owners who might quarantine with a pet to have 30 days of the animal's food and medication and be up to date on shots. Otherwise, if you and your pet are both healthy, there's no reason to change your normal activities or avoid the dog park.
Obviously, if you or your pet becomes sick, it's best to stay out of the community and prevent spread of not only coronavirus, but any illness that you might have.
Her last reminder, regardless of COVID-19, always exercise good pet hygiene.
After you pet and play with your dog, you should wash your hands just like you would for people, and that you really shouldn't allow your pets to lick your face, unfortunately. I know, we all do it, but we shouldn't do it.
And no surprise, that is because bacteria and parasites are really the biggest shared concerns between humans and pets. Now, if you want to make sure your pet and you are ready for anything, the doctor recommends the CDC's disaster preparedness website, which has a thorough pet section as well. In the studio, Angela Jacobs, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Great advice, Angela. Thanks. Getting rid of germs and viruses on the surface we touch every day is the main focus for an Oviedo company. And now, because of the coronavirus pandemic, Channel 9's Seminole County reporter Jeff Coolidge tells us the company is now on the front lines trying to keep up with the demand for its systems across the country.
The company first started with these portable fog machines that would help decontaminate office buildings and classrooms, but they have since branched out. We first introduced you to Curis and Pathogen back in 2017. Seminole County Schools purchased the Curis system to help keep their schools healthy. The fogging machine releases a hydrogen peroxide solution that eliminates the toughest viruses that can linger on surfaces, such as staph, the flu, superbugs, as well as coronavirus.
Since then, we've moved on, we've made new models, we've made new equipment, and we are decontaminating lab spaces where they do research on everything from things like coronavirus or all the way up to anthrax.
This is one of the new systems Curis has developed. CEO Francis Grinstead showed us how it works.
This is our Trinity device, one of the new products for Curis system.
The Trinity device helps decontaminate workspaces like this, where scientists work on dangerous pathogens like Ebola or coronavirus. The Trinity can not only decontaminate the workspace, but the gloves and even the filters.
And provide a method for them to turn their research quickly and a nice safe space for them to do that in.
The Oviedo company has also increased its workforce in the 3 years since our story. They also have expanded into several states. Because of coronavirus, its portable fogging system is in high demand across the country.
You will see certain school districts start to ramp up and have this and fog on a nightly basis. They can answer that that call of, I need a high-level disinfection and I need it now.
Besides more workers and more shifts they need to add to keep up with the demand, they also had to buy out the neighbors here in the building because they need more space. In Oviedo, Jeff Left-Coolidge, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
One of the largest retirement communities in the country says it's sharing the CDC's guidelines with their more than 130,000 residents. Health officials are urging folks to practice social distancing by keeping at least 6 feet between you and others. Folks in the villages say recreational sports teams stopped high-fiving after the games, and others stopped hugging and shaking hands in church. Administrators say going out to social gatherings and events remains a personal decision.
A group of Senate Democrats pushing new legislation to financially protect workers during the coronavirus outbreak. Their bill would ensure workers get paid if their workplace has been closed because of a public health emergency like the coronavirus, and it would also require employers to give 14 days of paid sick leave during that public health crisis. President Trump has said he supports giving people paid sick leave during this outbreak.
You don't get paid for that time, so I feel like a lot of people end up coming in sick anyway.
Some Republicans are looking into expanding paid work leave for small businesses and expanding employer tax credits to cover medical leave. It is unclear right now if the legislation proposed by Democrats will get the support needed to pass, though.
Italy is seeing the biggest jump in the number of deaths since the coronavirus outbreak began. 631 people have died and more than 10,000 people have been infected. That makes Italy second only to China in the number of reported infections. The entire country, 60 million people, remain on lockdown. Events like weddings and baptisms and funerals have been banned, while bars and restaurants have been limited in their operating hours. And if you're not in front of the TV, you can get the latest updates on the coronavirus outbreak right now on your phone with the WFTV News app. Download it for free or get it on Apple or Android.
We are